Hi guys, Mrnewmobile here. iPhone 13 release date, price, and specs. Please subscribe followed by the bell. You can also keep up on Facebook, Twitter by clicking the links in the description. The iPhone 13 faces a tall order when it arrives in the fall. Besides the usual expectations that accompany any Apple product launch, the latest iPhone will be tasked with improving upon its predecessor. After all, if you rank the best phones available right now, you'll find a bunch of different iPhone 12 models on that list. How do you top something that's already regarded as one of the best in its field? As good as the iPhone 12 is, it suffers the same fate as anything else assembled by human hands. There are shortcomings here and there that future iterations can improve upon, and while it'll be a while before we get the official word on just how the iPhone 13 aims to do that, we've heard enough leaks and rumors about Apple's plans for its future phones to get a sense of the strategy taking shape behind the scenes. Here's a closer look at the handful of flaws we've experienced in our iPhone 12 testing, and how the iPhone 13 might address those. We're living in a world with fast, refreshing screens, though you wouldn't know it gazing at any of Apple's current phones. All iPhone 12 models feature some pretty eye-catching displays in a range of sizes, but they're stuck refreshing at 60 Hz, the standard refresh rate for most smartphones. Rival smartphone makers have sped things up, though. Since the Galaxy S20 came out last year, Samsung has offered 120 Hz displays, adding the ability to dynamically adjust the refresh rate depending on your activity with the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra and the Galaxy S21 lineup. OnePlus does the same with its OnePlus 9 Pro. Even the Pixel 5 offers a faster refresh rate than the latest iPhones, refreshing its screen at 90 Hz. A faster refresh rate makes a world of difference for your smartphone experience, as scrolling becomes smoother and games become more immersive. Even better, phones that feature low-temperature polycrystalline oxide, or LTPO, technologies such as the Galaxy S21 Ultra can automatically vary their refresh rates, without requiring you to dive into settings to make your own adjustments. How the iPhone 13 will fix that? All signs point to Apple adding LTPO technology of its own, at least for the iPhone 13 Pro models. Several rumors point to Samsung supplying Apple with LTPO panels and the necessary circuit boards, all but confirming the likelihood of fast refreshing displays that automatically adapt to your screen activity. We wish the feature would make its way to all iPhone 13 models and not just the iPhone 13 Pro and iPhone 13 Pro Max, as has been rumored, but at least this is a step in the right direction. 5G modems can draw a lot of power, so it's not unusual to see a phone maker's initial 5G handset struggle with battery life. That certainly seems to be the case with the iPhone 12, Apple's first 5G phones, which didn't compete for a spot on our best phone battery life list. The iPhone 12 Pro Max fared well on our battery test, which involves continuously surfing the web over cellular, 5G in this case, until the phone runs out of power. The iPhone 12 Pro Max ran for 10 hours and 53 minutes, just shy of the 11-hour mark topped by the longest-lasting phones. The other iPhone 12 models struggle to last more than 9 hours, with only the iPhone 12 Pro inching above that mark. The battery tests for the iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 mini were well below average. Something has to improve with the iPhone 13, and it's not just about battery sizes. Even if the power packs inside Apple's phones are pretty small relative to competing devices. The iPhone 12 Pro Max, for example, runs on a 3,687 mAh battery, when phones of similar size usually have at least 4,000 mAh or larger batteries. Other components can pitch in, too. Presumably, the A15 Bionic processors that are all but certain to power this year's iPhone models will be more power efficient than its predecessor. And reports claim that the iPhone 13 will feature Qualcomm's X60 modem, which is smaller than the current modem and should be less of a drain on the battery. Here's hoping all of that leads to the iPhone's return to the land of long-lasting handsets. Not so on the iPhone, where the notch does more than just house the true depth camera. It's also the home for all the sensors Apple uses for its Face ID technology. That feature's not going anywhere, which means the notch is staying put, but that doesn't mean Apple can't adjust the size of the notch for the first time since introducing that design tweak 4 years ago. The trouble for Apple, though, is that none of its competitors are ceding any ground to the iPhone. Take the Galaxy S21 Ultra, which comes equipped with a 108MP main sensor and 2 telephoto lenses. Even the Galaxy S21 and Galaxy S21 Plus outperform the iPhones when it's time to zoom in for a shot. And Google has alluded to improvements coming to the Pixel 6 this fall, such American Samoa improved algorithms for photographing people of color. Apple can't afford to rest on its laurels with the iPhone 13, because if it doesn't keep up with other camera phones, there's a risk of competitors passing it by. It certainly sounds as if ongoing camera improvements are on Apple's to-do list for the upcoming phone. That iPhone 13 Pro Max dummy unit depicts bigger lenses, ideal if you want to let in more light to improve image capture. And reports claim that Apple will adopt a 6-element ultra-wide-angle lens for its Pro cameras, improving on the 5-element lens in the iPhone 12 Pro. The more elements, the better the image quality, potentially. On the telephoto lens front, Apple is reportedly looking to use a folded lens camera for the iPhone 13, that would improve the optical zoom on the Pro models. The iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 mini are likely to stick with just a main camera and an ultra-wide lens so that zoom shots will compare better to the ones produced by Samsung's Galaxy S flagships. As for the iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 mini, they could potentially adopt the LiDAR sensors. Apple incorporated on the iPhone 12 Pro models, that would mean improved portrait shots if that move comes to pass, though not everyone is convinced LiDAR is headed to the less expensive iPhone models. The iPhone 12 supports 20W charging at decent speed, but not as fast as the 25W charging that the Galaxy S21 supports. And don't get us started on the 65W charging you can get from OnePlus' latest phones. Apple introduced the MagSafe magnetic charging system with the iPhone 12, and that can charge things wirelessly at a respectable 15W. The iPhone 12 mini is limited to 12W charging, presumably because it's so compact. Still, it seems like Apple could speed things up on the charging front all around. As with onboard storage, charging speeds are an area where the rumor mill has yet to provide much guidance. The only concrete thing we've heard about charging thus far is that the iPhone 13 is unlikely to add support for reverse wireless charging, so no using your iPhone 13 to power up your Apple Watch. That all the latest new. Let me know your thought in the comment below, and if you are new here, please subscribe, like the video, comment. Thanks for watching. See you on my next video. Peace out.